I mean, you can be outgoing and go out and not go to a club.
No,
right?
I'm saying you could be outgoing and do it however you want to do.
Yeah, but the argument was like, would you essentially stop going to a club because you're in a relationship with someone, right? And you're saying, well, what if she's outgoing and she likes going to clubs? Sure, you can like whatever you want, right?
The idea is not changing someone when you first meet them. So he's saying when you're single, this is a single person thing to go out but it's not just a single person thing. It's like an outgoing girl thing that some girls like to do.
Going out to bars and clubs is single people behavior unless you're going with your significant other, right? Because like my brother would go with his girlfriend and go like line dancing at Denim and Diamonds, which is technically like a bar / club or whatever, right? And then but my sister, who's married, does not go out to clubs, and if she wants to be outgoing, her and like me and some of her other female friends will like rent out a karaoke room and like go do that, and it's stuff that you do with your female friends that's not in the vein of like getting men to look at you when you're in a relationship.
That's fun that you like to do that. Some people like to go out.
I mean, yeah, I like to go dance with my girlfriends. It has nothing to do with guys. I mean,
but if you're going out, you're attractive, you're gonna get attention.
Why don't we all just wear like little like hijab type things?
I mean, no one's going that far. Like, no one's saying you need burqas, right? People are like, my argument at least is, when you're single, act single. When you're taken, act taken, right? Like,
how is dancing?
If somebody hits on me,
yeah, they're gonna hit on you.
I mean, it's gonna happen regardless if I go to a club or not.
Yeah, then I'm just
go to Whole Foods.
It's not.
I think the difference here is that if you're in a relationship and you're just going about your life and you go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or whatever it is, and you get hit on, like, I don't think that would be a reasonable boundary for a man to assert, like, oh, you're not allowed to go out in public at all.
Yeah.
Perhaps in like some Middle Eastern countries, I guess that's okay. But in Western society, I don't even think there's like any argument from even traditionalists or Christians or whatever it is that your girlfriend or wife can't go to the grocery store. Heaven forbid some guy approaches her, whatever. I don't think that's really a position that's being made. The position that's being made, though, is that these are very, very specific venues, social venues, where there's like almost a near certainty or anticipation that you're going to get hit on. And so that becomes a little bit different. And I guess I'll explain it like this. So, and look, you can even say, again, I'll be charitable and say, y'all go out to have fun and dance, and you don't really care about the dudes, even if you're single or whatever, whether that's true or not. I question that because why don't you guys, if you just want to dance and get drunk, go to Bevmo, buy some alcohol that's not going to be nearly as expensive. You don't got to drive somewhere. You don't got to Uber downtown. You don't got to wait in some bullshit line that's just created so the club looks poppin', but it's fucking empty inside. And then it's way too loud. Your ears are ringing by the end of the night.
Yeah,
people are smoking. People are drunk. You got to be watching out for your own safety. People trying to drop shit in your drinks.
Yeah.
There's physical violence component, mostly for men when they go out to the club.
Yeah.
And there's just smoke and it's loud, and then you're around a bunch of other drunk people.
But this is your interpretation.
Hold on. I'm almost done. And so, to me, it's like, why don't you just go to one of your girlfriend's place, put on some music, and just drink at home? Why do you got to do it when there's other eyes on you? Like, what's the component? Like, if you just want to dance and drink, why can't it be with your girlfriends at your house, and you save a bunch of money on alcohol, and you don't got to deal with creepy men coming up to you and doing all that? Why do you have to do it at the bar and club? Because you want to be seen, whether it's by other women or by other men, but there's no other reason to go out to a bar or club other than validation and to be seen. Otherwise explain it to me.
Well, what if it's for like a birthday or somebody like celebrating something, or
I feel like that's an exception, right? Like if your best friend is having her bachelorette party at a bar and you go to the bar, like that's different, right?
Like I'm
going for a reason, not just for I want to go.
Like I'm not a big club person, but like
every time you go to the bar or club, it's for a birthday. Like, let's be real. Most
either
girls,
event or some celebration. I'm not a big club person to begin with, but yeah, well,
maybe not you specifically, but like of the women who participate in nightlife, are they doing it because there's always a specific like social event like a birthday, or is it just like it's a Thursday, Friday night, let's go get drunk at the bar. Like, I don't think it's always
I think in general,
about
no.
an event.
They might also have single friends that like to go out.
Or they might be single.
Single girlfriends are like the worst thing for a
girlfriend.
dude.
For a healthy
Okay.
a dude in a relationship and she's got a bunch of single friends.
I just want to say, like,
It ain't whatever.
the best relation, or like my longest relationship, he was the type of guy that would be like, have fun, like, you know, we'll see you later, like, go have fun with your friends. And
Oh.
to me, that's like a power. I feel like that's a power move. Like,
But-
I remember I did my cousin's bachelorette party. And we all like, we got our makeup done, we went out, and I was like, if anyone offers me drinks, can I take the drinks? And then he's like, yeah, go ahead. Because, like, yeah, just.
Was he a liberal?
Why is that pertinent?
I'm just curious.
I don't believe so. He was,
okay.
libertarian.
Oh, okay. I mean, look, I get that it's good for you that you can date a guy who will have.
No, but it looks good to women when you do that. Like, when you say, like, otherwise you're like, this guy is scared, I'm going to find some. Like, what does that say about the guy? Like, it makes
Couldn't
you
you
think,
make-
like.
I mean, you could just make the opposite argument that a guy who's actually willing to have standards and boundaries and be like, I'm not okay with you doing this, that could indicate higher levels of confidence than the guy. Because I could just make it like a sort of conjecture-based argument, like, the guy who is too scared and too insecure to speak up about something that bothers him, that shows insecurity, that shows weakness. The guy who's confident and is like, hey, listen, this behavior, I don't think it's commensurate with like me wanting a monogamous long-term relationship, and I want to continue dating you, but you're putting the relationship at risk.
I also want to say it's a strange thing with dating, because there's always going to be, in every relationship, a power dynamic. Like, and it's going to be, there are going to be a lot of factors that play into that. Like, if the money, just everything. Like, so if the guy is saying, I need you to not do that, then I want to know what he's doing for me. Like, what? Like, you're going to tell me what to do? So how do you have that power over me?
Because men are leaders. Because
I
men
look
are
at it like
leaders.
communication.
Women are leaders too.
If he doesn't like it and you really love him,
Right, exactly.
I'm
No, I
with
see
you.
that. I see that. And also, like, I feel like it's almost the equivalent of like a woman getting mad because a guy liked a photo or whatever. I feel like I'm probably not gonna bring that up, but if it did bother me.
Earlier, didn't you say that it would bother you?
Right, but I'm probably not gonna bring it up.
Because
I'm
of
bringing it up.
insecurity?
Every
No,
time.
I'm probably not gonna bring it up because it makes you look insecure. It does.
So you'll just like start an argument over some other shit like 2 days later, and you're just resentful and
yeah, you
Absolutely.
harbor
That's a straw
those
man.
emotions,
Yeah,
like whether
that's
it's
not
intentional.
No,
or not.
if it meant a lot to me, I would let him know, and then if I meant a lot to him, he would probably do something about it, and then vice versa. If I was a party girl and a guy didn't want me to, and he was like, hey, like, this is sort of affecting us, like, can you chill out a little bit?
look, if you want to be a party girl, then go do it. And look, my advice, I have to give the advice to the male component here. If you don't want to date a girl who does that, try to find a girl who's not going to these bars and nightclubs. But I also get the nuanced component here of like, there's guys who maybe occasionally will go out to a bar or nightclub, they'll see a girl who they fancy, who they think is attractive, and he'll go up to her, and he might not be privy to like, oh, maybe she's like me, like I just went out once a month, friend's birthday, whatever it is. He's not privy to the fact that she's a party girl, but maybe that's an error on his part for not properly vetting. And like, hey, how often do you go out to bars and clubs? Oh, that's gonna be a problem in the relationship. Never mind, have a nice night. But I don't know, it's just interesting to me that, look, oh shit, I lost my train. I lost my train of thought. It was gonna be a good one. It was gonna be something good.
I mean, but that's how cheating starts. It's like if you can't communicate properly.
No, right, I was going to say, communication is important.
He or she is gonna go find someone who doesn't do those things.
Right, that's
I mean,
number one.
At the end of the day, it comes down to respect, right? Like,
Yeah,
do
exactly.
you or do you not respect your partner?
See, I don't like
Because,
that.
Well, if you respect your partner and your partner asks you not to do something, you're not going to do it, right?
No.
Because because even a month into my relationship with my husband, I was friends with this guy that I'd like fooled around with in the past, and he said, hey, it makes me uncomfortable that you're talking to that guy. I'd prefer if you didn't. And I said, okay, cool. And then I never spoke to that guy again. Like,
What if
it's
you were
fully a
best
respect
friends
thing.
with that man?
I think that if you have seen another party naked,
Yeah.
you should not be friends
Yeah.
with them if you're in
Yeah,
a
I ain't best
relationship.
friends.
Period.
Yeah.
That's plan
That's
B
all
right
weird.
there.
Yeah. Best friend is
I
I'm
agree.
keeping you on the back burner if this doesn't work out.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. See, actually, you know what? Women know in the back
That's
of
not
their mind,
true.
and
Absolutely.
but it is true. It is true. Whether it's intentional or not, it's
Yeah, it's
subconscious.
subconscious.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Like I will always like be considerate and stuff like that. I treat people how I want to be treated.
Absolutely.
I would
Facts.
not want my man to
be doing the same thing.
Yeah, like I.
Yeah.
it's-
Right.
Like, would
Yeah.
you be
Shit
okay
would be
with
a
your
problem.
man going out, no boxers, gray sweatpants, and like
no.
slinging it around at the grocery
Shalonging
store or
it.
whatever? Like, and or he goes to the club in his gray sweatpants, and all the
I
women
would
are
be
checking
cool
him
with
out.
it. I would be like, yep.
I just wouldn't put myself in a position to, like, you know, I wouldn't put myself in a position to like for a man to approach me.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
when I'm with somebody or even interested in somebody and I'm like tunnel vision on that person, I'm gonna put myself in the position where men don't really feel comfortable approaching me.
Yeah, especially because like statistically, it's proven that if you are wearing a wedding ring, you're more likely to be approached in public because you've already been vetted. You're good. Someone already married you. Let me swoop on
Wait,
in
is
there,
that for
right?
men or for women?
For
Or
women.
both?
For women.
For
Women
mostly
get
women. I
wait,
think
women get
no,
approached more.
No, women approach
Oh,
more.
women
if
will
the man,
approach a
if the
married
man
guy.
has the ring.
I actually heard something funny on that. A woman would rather. What is it? What is that thing about the house? Oh, okay. A woman would rather be with a man. Wait, how does it go? A woman would rather date. Oh, okay. Here it is. A woman would rather date a man who lives with his wife than a man who lives with his parents. That's what it is.
Yep.
Something like that.
that's hilarious.
That's. I don't know.
Taken men are not attractive to
Yeah,
me. Taken men are not
not
attractive to me.
attractive.